Hey, hello guys. Guys, I was little bit busy, and that's why I didn't make the part two for Microsoft Access. What I said to you. So, guys, let's start. So, very fast, I will revise the thing what we did last time. When you open Microsoft Access, so I open Access, you find here different options. Here you find what you save it, and here you find blank database. So last time how we did the database, we click on the blank database, and then this is basically Access is like Excel. Many things are same. Like you can see in Excel, we have columns and the headings. If we want to create any of the database, so here also we will make the columns, we'll make the header, but the names we will give fields, and whatever data we will put, we will say this is the records. So first, what we did, we have here data sheet view. We are in the data sheet view now. For the designing the fields, we will go to design field, and here which data you want to collect. Suppose I say uh, office data. I click OK. So you can see there are different field I told you, like the heading in a Microsoft Excel, like name, father name, mobile number, email, whatever. And you can see office data we generated here. Now in the ID, like in Microsoft Excel, if you need to change the format of your cells, so there are currency, there are a number, decimal, so like this. Here if you will click, so you can see there are different types of options. We will learn step by step. So ID, this is you can see now there is the key with ID. So that's mean this title, this head should be unique. Means like if you have any of your ID, national ID, or your school ID, or your college ID. So it's unique, means nobody has the same ID, because if they want to search you, or you want to see your result or whatever, so you can see from your ID. So that's why we need something in our database, in our records, something unique, so we can find our record easily. So like this, if you want this means anything can be unique, but see, if I take a name as unique, so name can be duplicate, father name can be duplicate. So ID is the best thing which can be unique, and whatever we have unique, it will be primary key, yani unique key. Okay, so the ID, if you want to write your ID number on every cell, like in Microsoft Excel, you can give the number. You can select the number. Otherwise, leave it as a auto number. It will generate automatically. Yani, once you will put the first data, and when you will press enter, so the second number will appear, and only just you have to write the data. No need to write the number 1, 2, 3, 4. The numbers will generate automatically. So here suppose I say s name. S name means student name. So the name, it will be text, it cannot be number, long text or short text, whatever you want. Here I say father name. So guys, these are the things what we did last time. So now start today's work. So after this, now I want to write city. I write city here. It will be text also. Okay, here one thing I want to tell you. The suppose many of the people in your record lives in Karachi, and you need Karachi by default. Means when you enter, it will be Karachi there already. If you want to change it, you can change later. So what will you do? You will change here. By default value, you can see there are many options down. So here you can write Karachi. So by default, when you will enter, it will show Karachi. Now suppose I show you in the datasheet view. Yes, after saving, you can see now there is there is Karachi. Okay, I remove this records and I enter it again. I can delete if I want to delete the record, and there is the option delete. Yes, I want to delete it. Okay, so here suppose I write city Karachi. Okay, so you can see now here by default it's coming to Karachi. Now if I enter one more record, if I enter, so we go to the design view again, we check here, see default value I wrote it Karachi, datasheet view. You can see now the other record also it's coming to Karachi. Yani this record is by default. Okay, now I again come to the design view and I write email. For the email, we will not choose text. There is one option, hyperlink. We will choose this hyperlink. So when you write the email, it will move to the Outlook, and from there you can send the email. Suppose, yes, I save it. In email, suppose I write Saeed at email. So you see when I click on it, so it will open in Outlook and I can send the email from here. One more thing, okay, here hyperlink I did it. After that, if I want to attach the photo, so there is very good option, attachment. So I can attach any of the photo with this. Okay, so when you will go to the database datasheet view after saving, yes, so you can see there is the option attachment. Okay, so you can attach the files with this. And one more thing I want to tell you, if you don't want one city, you need drop down menu, means many of the city and one city if I want to choose it. So what will I do? I will go there and I will choose Lookup Wizard. I will type the values. Now here I can put which countries I want. So I type here different uh, I go to the Lookup Wizard. I will open the values, then click next, and this is the place where you can type many of the cities what you want in drop down menu. Click on next. There is the option allow multiple values if somebody lives in different cities or different countries, so you can click this. Usually we don't use this because the people live in one country or they have the nationality, or if you want, so you can click on it. So I'm not selecting this. I click on finish. Now here Here I can write what will be the labels, means these are the cities or countries, whatever. You write this, finish. Okay, so when you save this and you go to the database view, so you can see, you will find the values here, means which city you want. And suppose you can see now Karachi, Islamabad, Lahore. I put these three, you can select, and I suppose I select Islamabad. Like this, in all the database I can choose the city. We want to see our attachment is working or no, so we will click on this attach file. So you can see this window will open. You can add any of the image or any of the picture, whatever you want, you can add it. So I attach this or any of the image for the employees or any record, we can attach it. So you can see now there is one attachment already. Okay, here suppose I write the email. Okay, I can attach here also the file if you want. So now we can check one by one all the records. If you want to extend this, so you can drag. Okay, there is the option for search also. We can search the records. You can see there is the option for search. If you want, if you have thousands of records, you can search from here, from this place. Suppose I write Tariq, so you can see this Tariq will be highlighted. Okay guys, now there is one interesting option for forms. So form is a very important option here in Microsoft Access, and very easy option. The peoples like this to search the record and enter the new records. So let's see how to do this forms. For the forms, we will click on create tab, and you will find here the forms option, form design, blank form. Here you can see in more form, multiple items, data sheet, in form wizard. So one by one we will see how it works. So for form, first we start from blank form. Okay, create a form that lets you enter information for one record at a time. So we click on blank form now. From here you can create the form. There are different types of shape, which type of form you want to create, which type of shape you want to take it. You can choose from this blank form. So for now we click on forms. When you click on forms, so you can see whatever records you created, whatever tables you have it, it will show all the records there. And you can see all the records like this. Now three records we have for now, so we can see all the records. There are three views for the forms. In three view we can see the forms. You see there is forms view, form layout, and design view. So when we click on layout view, so in layout view you can um, select, you can increase or you can decrease your forms, which type of form you want, it will show you. Okay, and you can change the size, you can change the text in layout view. Also you can change the theme of your form in layout view. Also you can do in design view this, but in layout view it's very easy and simple. And we will do one by one all the views, but for now we see this layout view. So in layout view we can change the data. If I want something, suppose student ID, or we can change the data You can see there is a drop down menu what we created. There is the image what we input. Now we see this in form view. In form view you can see your see your records, and you can edit your records like this. From here I can select which country. If I want to change it, Islamabad into Karachi, I can change this one, and we can edit in form view. You will find here different option. This option for the first record if you want to move, and this one for the last record, and this arrows for the previous records. Okay, so you can see your records from here. I go to the first record. If you go to the last record, so here you can enter the new ID, new um, name, father name, cities, email, and photo from here. Or if you are on the first record there, and you want to go on for the new record, so after this arrow you have one more arrow, new blank record. So from here you can create the new record, or you can add the records for your database. Like you can see the last ID. After the last ID it's giving me here, suppose I write the new record. City, I can choose the city from here, Islamabad. Email, I can give this email. If I want to attach the photo, I can attach any of the photo from here. Suppose the same one I add. So now there is the another record. So you can see the first record and the last record, you put it here. If you want to design your own form, so you can create it, because this form, if you don't think this is organized, so you click on blank form, so you will find one blank form here. We will go there in design view, we will design the form. So you will find this window, and here you will find all your IDs, name, or whatever fields you choose it. Okay, so one by one we will design. I click on the ID, so you can see now the ID has been appeared. You can adjust this where you want. You can change the text, or you can change the data. Suppose I put here, so you can design like this, like S name, F name, cities, emails, and photos. Okay, when you click on the blank form, so you find different options on the top. See, I remove this, I go back, I don't save again. I click on create on blank form. So when I click on the blank form, so you find different options up. There is the list box, there is the attachment, there is the hyperlink, there are the buttons, and there are different options. Okay, so what I did, I click on design, and I can select one by one all the fields. Okay, if you want to um, change something, you want to change the font, you want to change the font size, you want to make it center, so all the things you can do it from here. After selecting this left, right, center, if you want to bring in the middle, you can bring here. So there is one very interesting thing in these shapes. There is a button. So this is very important, and this is very easy also, and you can take many um, work from this button. Suppose I click on this button, you drag and drop this, you can draw here this button. When you will click, when you will drag and drop this button, so you will find this window, Command Button Wizard. Means on this button, what do you want to give the name, why you put this button, for which purpose you want to use this button. Means there are different options you can find it. So means suppose I click on record navigation. So for this button you want to create for the first record or for the last record or um, for find record. So you can choose any of it. Suppose go to the first record. Okay, now you can write the name of this button. Means suppose first record, or in other language if you want to write something, go to first record. I just first, you can select the arrow or the picture from here, any of the picture you want to give on this button. Okay, and then I click next. So with command 6 this button will be safe and you can finish it. Okay, you can drag, see now this button, if you want to add it, or now this button has been created. Okay, so you can see we created two buttons here. So now here you can see I created four buttons: first record, last record, next record, and the previous record. There is one button missing here. I make for the new record. This button I create the big. So in record operation you will find delete, add, duplicate, print, or whatever. So I take add new record. The same thing, you can change it, or if you want to leave it as it is. So this is add record. You can choose where you want to put it. So you can change the places. Suppose I put in the last, this add new record. Now for the photo, you will click on the photo. You can put anywhere. You can make it big or small. If you see this view in the form view, so you can see how it looks like. So it will look like this. You can see now. You can add the new record. Suppose we are on the first, we can add the new record. So our forms look like this. If you think you want to um, make it big, any of the box, or suppose for this image you think this image is very small, so you can go to the layout view and you can change it. You should must save your form. When you will close it, so it will ask you want to save it, and click on yes. You can write any of the name or leave it form 1. So this form will be saved. So after saving you will find now a form here. You can see now there is one table of his data and the form this one. If you want to rename the form name, so you can rename, suppose table dash 1. So now we have form and we have the tables. So now we see how the forms will work. Until you are in the layout view, this the form will not work. You have to go in form view, and here you can see it will work. So when I go to the form view, I can see now this form is working. Okay, so you have to be careful which buttons you have to put where, because this button should be here and this button should be here, next and first the first record. So if you want to attach the photo, so you can attach. Suppose there is one photo already. Now here I want to attach some photo. I will double click on it, add photo, and any other photo if I have it, so I can add it. So the photo will be attached. So now if you want to go to layout view, so there you will find different types of theme, and you can select the theme, which type of theme you want for your form. You can see here. Okay, so after choosing the themes or color scheme, whatever you want, you can create the report for all these form, all these records. How we will create the report for this table or for this form? You will click on the create tab. So when you click on create, so you will find here the reports, report design, blank report, report wizard. Okay, so suppose I click on report, so you can see now this report will be created. But this report, I don't think so this is the perfect report, and there are many things you don't want. So for this you will create your own report. So how you can create our own report? Let's see. So to create our own report, again we will go to create and we will use report wizard. Report wizard is the best wizard for the report, and it's very easy. It gives us many options. So without wasting our time, we click on report wizard. You will find this window, and here it's asking table and the queries. Queries till now I didn't explain you. So just we select this table, and which record I want to take it, I will select. Suppose I select ID, S name, F name, cities, email, and photo. For the photo, there are different options, but don't take this. It will give you problems later. For now, just take these things. Now you will click. Sorry, I take this only, and now I am going to click next. When you click next, so you will find this window. All your fields will be chosen, and you will find there is one more option, priority. Priority means if you choose ID or you choose name or whatever, so your data will uh, so if you choose ID in priority, so all the data will be set with the priority of ID. And if you as name, so all the data, there will be the priority, it will set as a priority as name. So just you can choose any of it, which priority you want to give. Suppose I choose cities as a priority, so you can see now this report will ask the records for fields ascending or descending order. I go back and again. So when you choose city as a priority, so three cities has been chosen, and I click on next. So you can see city is on the top because this is the priority, and the other data is down. So I click on next. So here in ascending or descending order, you can choose any of it. Suppose I take S name, so it will be in the ascending order like A to Z, and like in Excel, if you have to sort the data, so we can um, ascending, give the ascending or descending order, A to Z or Z to A or whatever. So suppose for now I choose S name, so I choose S name and next. So when you click next, now here you have to choose which type of layout you want. They have step, block, and outline. Which type of layout you can see as a preview and your left hand side. Suppose I take step. Which type of orientation you want to put, landscape or portrait? You can choose any of it. There is one option you will find, adjust the field width so all fields fit on one page. So if you want to put all the fields on one page, so you can leave it as it is. If you don't want, you just remove it. So I choose it this one for now and click next. So here you can see the preview of your data of your report. Preview the report or modify the report design, whatever you want to choose. Suppose I see the preview, finish, and this is the report will come now like this. Now we have created the report. Now here you can see that there is the cities first because we give the priority cities. So all the cities, what on the priorities it will come. That's why city is on number one, and the other of the fields after this. You insert the image or no or whatever. You can see you can zoom in or zoom out because we put the on the one page. That's why it's coming like this. If you have one more records, so the gap will be less. But you see now, until now, this report is not perfect. So we should change something, some design. So for this, we will go to Office Report and in Design View. So from here, we can uh, increase or decrease, or you can make it big or small. After 2 3 times after practice, you will be perfect. Maybe in the beginning you will face some problem. So you can see which type of report you want and how you want to make it perfect. So whatever, you can change the position if you want this ID become first or the last, or you want to make it small like S name, like F name. You want to bring it here, and ID you want to bring it the first. So you can change it. This one you can change it. After all these things, you have to go in print preview from here, the second one. And now here you can see the report. Now because we didn't put all the database, so that's why you are finding this report like this. You will put ID as name or whatever, because this report is generating through forms. So you can see now, until now the data is not accurate, and it's coming in email like this. In email the name is coming and the ID. We can go again in our layout view, and you can choose your ID or whatever, because we give the priority cities, and after that all the other fields. In layout view you can do many things. uh, you can make it small or you can make it big. Suppose you can see now here the first name and the last name, I change it. So it's depend how you do this. This is the ID, this is city. We make it small. Now the email, you can bring it here, or you can make it big, the email. So now it's better the report. If you have more records, so it will be with less space, you can make it small or big if you want to give more space or if you want to give less space. So now how can we print this from the form? How we can print the report, and how can we put the button for this print? So let's see. So for this again we will go to the form and we added one button, record button. Now we will go to the design view and we will take one more button here, drag it, and this is, you will go to the report operation, and there are two options, preview report or print report. If you will take preview, so first it will show the preview and then you can print. If you take print report only, so it will direct print without preview. So for now I take preview report, so I can see the preview first, then I click on next. We have only one report, office data. I will click on next. Here again it's saying with text you want to print this, do you want to make this button or with the picture. You can choose both of you or you can choose any. I take text, preview report, I click next, this command to have the name of the button and finish. So this report will be generated, this button will be created. Or here you can change the name, you want to make suppose only print report, so you can make it print report. So whatever you want, you can change the name of it. Now we save this all. Click here, save it. Now again we will go to the form view, so you will see there is a print report. When you click on print report, this report will be appear on this form. So from here you can see this. So for the print, you will not do anything, just control P, and you can select from which printer you want to print and you can print easily. So like this in Microsoft Access, you can create the tables, you can create the forms, you can generate the reports. So for today, I think it's enough. And in next part, the last part, I will explain you about the query. What is the query in Microsoft Access? Just you have to focus on it. Just you have to concentrate on it. So thank you for watching. Till the next class, take care. Bye.